Welcome back to my channel. If you're only tuning in, my name is Chriselle and I am a vlogger who opens up all my incoming mails in front of the camera. Yep, that is me. I hope everybody's feeling fine today. I am feeling good. It's a very beautiful day today, sort of. Very hazy, but it's still a very beautiful day. For this vlog, I want to do another special segment, a haul of sorts. A lot of people seem to be doing makeup hauls, dollar store hauls, any kind of hauls, even stationery hauls. I myself even did one of those stationery hauls a few weeks ago. It was rather impromptu. I went over to China and did some shopping for you guys and took some videos here and there along the way. Now, as some of you may know, I have just returned from 2 trips from Spain and from New Zealand. I was in Spain a couple of weeks ago for my cousin's wedding. It was my first time in Spain. We were primarily in Barcelona. That was where the wedding was held. It's a very, very beautiful place. Again, as I mentioned, it's my first time to Spain, and as usual, like always, what do I usually do when I go travel to a new place? I am quite hopeless in this one. Very, very, absolutely hopeless. I go and buy shitloads of souvenirs, like a hell of a lot. A lot of the souvenirs are for myself, of course, for my own personal private collection, while I also always buy souvenirs for my family and my friends. This trip, though, aside from shopping for the usual stuff for myself, for my collection, I was also keeping an eye out for you guys. I was also keeping an eye out for things I could send to my snail mail friends. So this is my souvenir haul vlog. Has anyone ever done a souvenir haul vlog before? I don't know, I haven't checked, I haven't looked, so they probably have. I mean, you know, you think that you have perfectly original ideas in your head, but then you go online and you search and it turns out that no, you don't have an original idea, even though your idea was not really technically inspired by anyone. It just came to you and it's like you go online and boom, it's there. Sort of like my snail mail channel, you know, I thought I was gonna be the only one in this whole world of 7 billion people to have a snail mail channel, but it turns out no, there are others who have them too. Anyway, so I just want to share with you what I have bought. Let us look at them together, shall we? I'm just trying to get myself organized. I bought so much stuff, I don't even know where to start or what to start showing you guys. Maybe I should just call it quits for this vlog, because otherwise it's gonna turn into a long vlog again. Alright, so first let's start off with the postcards. Now, when we went over to Spain, we went to 2 places. We first went to Lloret de Mar, which is about an hour away from Barcelona. One of Graham's friends lives in Lloret de Mar. It's a very, very nice beachside town, and we spent about 4 days there before we went to Barcelona. The wedding took place on the 1st of October, but I think we arrived in Spain about like 5 or 6 days earlier because we wanted to do some sightseeing on our own, and also because the 1st of October is Golden Week here in China, in Macau, which means that the price of the plane tickets are also so much higher than usual, so we had to leave earlier just to make sure that we get good rates for our plane tickets. Luckily I bought most of my souvenirs in Lloret de Mar, not in Barcelona. In Barcelona, it is actually a huge pain to buy souvenirs, and I'll tell you why later, but it was very, very comfortable shopping for souvenirs in Lloret de Mar. They had a whole street there just right next to the beach where you could buy a lot of things, and their prices are fixed, where you don't really have to do a lot of bargaining at all. Whatever price that you see, that is it, which is what I like. I really, really hate bargaining. A couple years ago, I used to like it when I was younger because it's a good challenge, but now it's just a huge waste of time for me. You know, I don't understand why. I don't understand why storekeepers would allow you to bargain. It's just a huge waste of time, and it just gets me very, very angry and frustrated. Anyway, so let us start off with the postcards first, okay? So now I have already passed out several postcards, And I have also already mailed out about 20 postcards from Barcelona, mailed them out to my friends. It is very, very expensive to mail out postcards in Barcelona. It is about triple the price than in Macau. So I was like, oh, that's too expensive. I have my postcard list ready and wanted to mail out 40 postcards, but I had to cut that into half because I just cannot justify the cost. You know, I thought, well, I'll just come back to Macau and mail them out from here. So I sort of went a little bit crazy on the postcards, just a little bit, and no judging, please. I think you guys know that I am a postcard freak, but please, no judging. It's not very nice to judge people, you know. So that's my stack of postcards. No judging. I said no judging. I can see you just judging me. And again, I've already given out a lot of postcards, so these are sort of the leftovers. I have separated them into piles. This one here in the bag is actually the postcards that I was supposed to send out from Barcelona, but I never got around to doing it because again, the prices are so expensive. I had already mailed some out, so there are probably about 9 left in this stash. As you can see, they all have names on them. So this was supposed to go out. And then this stash here is, as you can see, for trade. So this is the stash that I will be trading with other people. So I have a combination of Barcelona postcards and Lloret de Mar postcards. Okay, so Barcelona, Lloret de Mar, Lloret de Mar, Lloret de Mar, Lloret de Mar. So many of them. So as you can see, I've got a huge stack here. I'm not sure how many there are in this pile, but if you want to trade Barcelona postcards with me or Lloret de Mar postcards with me, let me know. And then I have this stash which says mine. So this is going into my own personal collection. No judging, please. I want to show you some of them. This is cool. These are the rather special ones. Look at that. See, I like that. This is sort of like jutting out. That is really nice. So that is from Lloret de Mar. Actually, I think they're all from Lloret de Mar. They don't have any Barcelona ones of these ones. Yeah, so those are from Lloret de Mar. I had already sent out 2 of these to 2 very special people, so can't wait to see when they receive it. And then I have this rather cool round shaped postcards. So this is actually from my own personal collection, but as you can see, there are only 2 designs and I actually have an extra one just in case someone really wants to trade with me. I would be open to trade with them, but I'll be very, very picky with that. So that's what the back looks like. Very nice postcards. And then I have these long postcards. Take a look at that. So this is of Barcelona. Isn't that lovely? And then I have this ones which is from Lloret de Mar. This one here and this one. See, it's a very beautiful beachside town. I only have 3 designs, but again, I do have an extra one as well. So if anyone wants to trade with me, let me know and we'll see how it goes. And you can see how big this is because like if you compare it, so this is the regular size postcard. That's like 2 postcard sizes. And then I have this stack of postcards, which is my collection. As you can see, these are my Barcelona and Lloret de Mar postcards. I am just so lucky that I have a rather supportive partner. If not, I'm really not sure whether our relationship would last if I don't have a very supportive partner. Look at that. So that's a hologram one. Part jewel. That's a hologram one. I only have 1 of each, so I cannot trade this for anything else. Let me just have a look and show you what my favorite ones are. I like this one. I love Barcelona. Nice and simple. I really like the Lloret de Mar ones because, you know, it's just beautiful beaches. This is one of my favorite ones. Okay, so that's that. And then I have this other stash that, to be honest, I think belongs to me. I just found them in between all those other stashes. I haven't really gotten around to organizing them or putting them into pile. This is from Barcelona. I really like this one. It looks very nice and colorful. And then we have this rather silly one. This is of cats taking a selfie. That's just so funny. I love this postcard too. It's very nice and colorful and it's very silly. So I've got 3 of this to trade. I think I've already sent 2 of this out to other people. Let's take a look at those Barcelona stamps. So these are just some postage stamps. Now I didn't get to use these ones because these are the ones that are sold at the souvenir stores, and it doesn't have the price of the postage on it. When I went online and I searched, it turns out that some of the stamps that are being sold at souvenir stores are quite dodgy, which means that they're not real. So after I bought this, I was like, I'd rather just keep it for my personal collection rather than sending them out, because you never know, maybe, the postcard will never make it to the person. But just to give you an idea, to send a postcard out from Barcelona, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 1.40 euros. I think 1.40 or 150, something like that. I'll have to double check. But these stamps only cost 1 euro. If it's only 1 euro, then I would send all 40 postcards out. 1 euro is acceptable to me, sort of. But if it's like 150 euro, it's like, nah, I just can't be bothered. If you ever go to Barcelona and you see some of the souvenir stores selling stamps, I would advise you not to buy it, only because I've read some of the online reviews that say that some of the stamps are fake. Or if you want, which I never really got the time to do so, is to take the stamps over to the post office and then let them have a look and see if it's acceptable for them. If they say that these stamps are not good enough, then you know that they're fake. Anyway, and God, how many minutes did I spend talking about postcards? And then these are rather special ones. This I don't have yet in my collection. Take a look at these ones. Look at that. It's very hard. And these are magnetic postcards. Isn't that awesome? So I have that Barcelona design. And then I have another one of lizards. I got this one. Salsa dancing. And then bulls. I'm pretty sure I bought 5. I only have 4, that's weird. Anyway, I'm giving one of this out to another postcard crazy friend of mine because I think she's rather special. But then I'm keeping the rest for myself. No trading on this one. Those are all the postcards that I have. When going to Barcelona, I really recommend you to pop by Lloret de Mar first. Not only because it is quite beautiful, but they also have cheaper souvenir stuff than in Barcelona. Each postcard in Barcelona costs about 50 cents euros. Initially, I thought it was an okay price, but then of course, luckily I did all of my shopping in Lloret de Mar first. In Lloret de Mar, the cheapest postcards are 10 cents. Can you imagine, right? 10 cents. So I managed to get some 10 cents postcards, 15 cents postcards, and 20-cent postcards in Lloret de Mar. Anything over that is just too pricey for me. In Barcelona, the cheapest postcards are going for about 50 cents, but it is very hard to find those 50 cents postcards. The next price would be about like 80 or 90 cents euro, and then most of them sell the postcards for 1 euro each, which I thought was a little bit pricey, only because I managed to buy cheaper ones. If I didn't do my research and saw 1 euro postcards, I would probably buy them and think they were quite cheap. But luckily I did my research. Anyway, enough talk about postcards. Now let's move on to the next one. Let me just figure out what to show you guys next. Let's go to the kitchen items. I also like collecting kitchen items, even though I don't really do a lot of cooking. So let's see what I got. I got a couple of these towels. Some of them are actually face towels, but just take a look at the beauty of it. Look at that. Lloret de Mar. This is 1 euro only. I bought 2 different designs, look at that. And then I bought this kitchen towel. I love my kitchen towels. Ooh, another one of those face towels or hand towels, so that's also Lloret de Mar. And then I have these 2 special ones. Look at that. That is a sangria themed tea towel. Sangria. And here's another one that is a sangria themed tea towel. Look at that. I'm not sure if you guys know, but I also love a good glass of sangria, which is funny enough because when I went to Spain, I fully expected there to be sangria everywhere. I fully expected to taste very, very good sangria. But when we went over to Lloret de Mar and I was asking our friend Victor where the good sangria places are in Lloret de Mar, he's like, sangria is actually for tourists only. I was like, really? And it's like, yeah, locals actually do not drink sangria. Okay, so what do they drink? So apparently the Spanish likes drinking this type of drink called the vermouth. I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but he says it is sort of like a martini kind of thing, and it actually tastes really, really good. It was very good. I was actually hooked. I don't think I had sangria at all on my trip to Spain because I was having vermouth and I was also having cava. Oh, the cava in Spain. Cava is sort of like sparkling wine, but it's like the Spanish version, and I had a lot of it. It was really, really good cava and quite cheap too, cheaper than Macau. So I was like drinking up on cava. Yeah, come to think of it, I don't think I've even had sangria when I was there. Oh well, I didn't miss out on anything, I'm sure. So the next one I have, I don't cook. It's a Barcelona apron. See, I'm so bad I haven't even used it or untied it yet. Okay, so this one I also got from Lloret. I forgot how much this is. It's probably about like €2 only, which was quite cheap compared to other places in Barcelona itself. Oven mitts. This is quite cool. I like the map one there. Another one that says España. These are only €3 each. I can't remember now whether the others were cheaper. And then we have a teapot holder. This is quite cool. This is only €1, so I went for it. But again, it's also something I got in Lloret, not in Barcelona itself. And then another tea towel. Sangria tea towel. How cool is that? This, I forgot how much it is. I think this is like €2 or €3. I can't remember. But I bought several of these to give out to my snail mail friends who also love tea towels. And then my favorite, duh, is of course this one. Look at that. More sangria themed stuff. So we have a sangria oven mitt, complete with ingredients. And then we also have the pot holder complete with ingredients. It's all in Spanish though, but that's okay because I know how to make my own sangria. This is quite cool. It's amazing how, sangria is not really that popular in Spain, but yet they have a lot of sangria themed items. But then I suppose, no locals would ever buy this anyways, just for tourists. Okay, so moving on to more Spanish stuff, I have this rather cool ceramic pot holder. Paella, seafood paella. I thought I bought two, but I can't remember now. I don't know where I placed the other one, but yeah, so this is one of them. So that's what the back looks like. When I went to Spain, I fully expected to eat a lot of seafood paella. Sadly, I did not really have a lot. I think I only had two. Only because they were quite expensive. Paella is actually quite expensive in Spain. I think like the cheapest price was about like between 9 to €11, which I thought was a little bit pricey, and it was only one portion. And it was quite small. In Macau, we could get similar price paella, but it's like big. It's like a sharing platter or something like that, and it's really, really good. The ones that I had in Spain wasn't really that good, surprisingly. And then I have this beautiful sauce bowl kind of thing, also from Lloret. So as you can see, I bought a lot of my stuff from Lloret, and again, I'm so glad that I did. Next up, let's look at these two beautiful serving spoons. Look at that. So we have one here that is España, and the other one that says Lloret. Okay, so these are both ceramic ones as well. I got this at a cheaper price. I think it was 2 for €5 or 2 for €6. I can't remember now. Whereas other stores would sell this one for about €3.50 to €4 each. So this was a good bargain, I thought. And then the last kitchen item that I have is this soup mug. I have a soup mug from Vienna and I have one from New Zealand, and when Graham saw this, he's like, why don't you grab one of those mugs? And I'm like, we have a lot of mugs already, I don't think we need one. And he's like, but it's a soup mug, and it's just in keeping with the theme of what you already have. And I'm like, okay, you don't have to convince me anymore, I'll go grab it. So this is it. During the winter here in Macau, one of the most popular dinners that is usually served is the hot pot. In Chinese, it's called tapinlo, and that is where you have the pot in the middle of the table and everyone just puts food in it and then let it cook right in front of you, and then you just grab whatever you want. I usually use this kind of soup mugs for that kind of dinner, and it's always quite handy. Now this one I got lucky with. This is only €3. A lot of the other stores were selling this for about €6, so I was quite lucky with this one. Having said that, there is this store in Lloret that's called the $2 store, I think it's the $2 store. I get myself mixed up now because in New Zealand there is a $2 store. So I can't remember if it's a $2 store or not, but it's a discounted store. Let's just put it that way. So that's where I got this one. And that's where I also got this beautiful necklace. Look at that. I think this was only €2, so I got that. And I also got this one. That's also €2 from the same store. And I also got this one. That's also €2. Oh, no, it's not €2. It's 50 cents. And so this is probably €1 then. I can't remember now. It's cheap, that's why I bought it, you know. I don't really use necklaces like this anymore because I like my Swarovski necklaces. At the same time, I also like long necklaces, so I thought, you know, I might just buy a couple of these and wear them in my vlogs so I don't keep on wearing the same necklaces. Yeah, so I bought a lot of things in that discounted store. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I think this has gone on for longer than I expected, so I'm probably gonna have to split this segment into 2 vlogs. So be sure you guys tune in for the next one. I'll put the date down here so you guys know to tune in. Thank you very much for joining me in part 1 of this vlog, and I shall see you in part 2. Goodbye and have a nice day. Don't forget to tune back in.